Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how you doing? Right, it's Friday, which is request day, and this one was requested in by a subscriber. It was Fistantantilus Flinks, I think I've got that right, and it's been voted in by 80%, 80% on the BonBon Buddies vote over on Patreon. 80%, my goodness, this better be a good one today with that sort of number. Right, so what are we actually going to be looking at? Well, it's Grand Plateau by Maximus Tech. And I've got to say, this is one of those maps that is, while not realistic, has a lot of interesting features in it. There's your start square. Seems pretty flat, doesn't it? You wait and see. There's your resources. Very bold. You know what's where with these resources. And if we have a look at the Steam Workshop and see what we need, and the answer is nothing. There's a little bit to read if you like reading up on the map before you get started. So yeah, a little bit there. I am today using the realistic v1.2 LUT just to give it a little bit of a non-vanilla feel without going too much down the line of having something fancy. Right, it says in the description that they are perfectly distant highways, and I would absolutely have to agree with that, with what I'm seeing here. Perfectly distanced all the way along, nice and smooth, and makes a lot of sense. Now this one's heading down the ramp and then across this bridge, which is a perfect bridge. Nicely done. And then over here, is this another little bridge? Or is it a land bridge? Yes, we've got suspension bridge there, and I think I would have preferred it to be non-suspension, but to be honest, it doesn't make that much difference with this map, which is a little bit eccentric, I think the phrase we all use is. This bridge here, now well, it takes a brave man to drive over that, I think. I wouldn't, personally, but there we are. Yes, it's an eccentric map, and there are highways all over the map. Not stupidly all over the map, but they go into all locations. Now, this intersection, we've seen this a few times, and there are some problems with street lamp clipping. Now, where are we? Yeah, there it is. Right, one there, and there should be a matching one on the other side. Here it is. There we are. Yeah, now I'm sure as a map creator you will blame the intersection creator for that, but no, it's the map creator's responsibility to pick the right intersection, and if it's faulty, to fix it. Okay? Do you understand me? Awesome trees on the side there. Right, but yes, it's an eccentric map and fun. Definitely fun. Also, very challenging. This is not a map for the faint-hearted. Rail over road, nicely done. Yeah, nice little bridge there. And we cut through. Now, I'm taking a long, a contrived route to the start square here. There it goes off to the fog in that kind of direction. We're going to take a right. The reason why we're taking the contrived route is there's actually no rail. So with there being no rail, let's have a check these down ramps, a little on the steep side, but not so bad. Not so bad. The vanilla one is worse than that. This bridge is, for me, a little bit too low. Just a wee bit. Looks like it's sinking into the sand, into the silt. Also looks like it's a little bit higher on the bank than it is as it comes in. Is it actually sinking into the silt? There's a concern, eh? Yes, as says, there is no rail. Loads of highways, but no rail. Oh, I lie. What's that on the side there? How the heck did I miss that? Well, we won't be looking at the rail today because dimwit here, dimwit reviewer, having filmed it and showing street lamp clippings through the rail, didn't remember there was rail. What on earth? -1 star for the BonBon. That is dreadful reviewing. Not that it's going to affect the scores in any way, because where I've made up my mind on the scores, the inclusion of rail isn't actually going to change the ratings. Let's have a look at this one. Another nice little intersection here. We're going to go straight on. How did I miss the rail? What is going on in my life, in my head? Mind you, it's getting late here. I mean, you can't see me sat in the dark with the candles burning because I can't afford the lights. No, you can't see that. So maybe it's just because it's getting late, and yeah, creepy things happen. And then we've got this intersection again. We're not going to look at this one twice because we know what we're going to find if we go and scoot around there. The likelihood of street lamp clipping again. But if we head right, we're going off towards what is the start square. And remember we looked at it, it was kind of flat. Look at how high we are. Look at how high we are. We've been climbing. You may have noticed that, but we are quite a long way up. And our start square is actually perched up on the plateau, the Grand Plateau, up here. And yeah, lots of room to build up here. But my goodness, what a build. What a view. Now, where's the nearest water? The water we've got this stream over here. Don't think that's actually in the start square. I think the start square water is the one right at the bottom. But we'll talk more about that later. Let's have a look at today's asset, and this is UK Pub Half Moon by Rick 4000. And Rick has had a whole series of UK pubs and corner buildings and all those sort of things, and retail outlets. This just feels like a UK pub. It's actually the building I'm living in at the moment. You see the see those windows, sash windows? I've got them. They rattle in the wind. Oh, it's cold in the winter. But nice in the summer, you can open them quite wide and get a lot of air through. That's windows for you. UK Pub Half Moon by Rick 4000, today's asset of the day. Cue the sting. Thank you very much. It's Springwood by Ronic69 with Palish HD LUT, and we're in night time now, and it's factoid time. The original Tories, the UK Conservatives, were a band of Irish outlaws, and you can make your own jokes about that, guys. Charles Darwin did not actually talk about survival of the fittest. And while we're talking about animals and stuff, how about the pig? The pig is reckoned by scientists to be the 10th most intelligent animal in the world. Which is great. They'll have them working in call centres soon. Call centres and basically probably map reviewing, because I think a pig would probably spot if there's a rail line running through a map. More so than I, clearly. Right, so that concludes today's theme and nut and factoids. And if we head back to our beautiful map, Grand Plateau by Maximus Tech, we can have a look at the shipping routes. And we have shipping routes. I've definitely got shipping routes, without question. They loop around and they loop back out. Possibly a bit too close together here. I can see head to head on shipping clashing into each other. Not that they'll clash, they'll just clip through. Water flow. There are lots of rivers on this map. Lots of them, and they are flowing. This one seems to be flowing back against us. I thought this was going to be downhill, but never mind. Yeah, and the water source here is splitting. And so we've got rivers flowing down here and this way in here, but that one splits in both. I would have rather have seen it all going off to the left personally, but there we are. And then this route goes all the way down. So yeah, lots of water flow, lots of it, until you get to the main lake or sea or whatever there is down there. Right, let's have a look at some of these details, shall we? This is where the fun begins, isn't it? First of all, the Essential Lighthouse, in probably the worst place ever. Although you could argue Basically, if you're a shipping captain, you're going to know there's land all around you. I don't think a lighthouse up there is going to help you not crush into the rocks. The rivers, there are lots of them. I think they could have been slightly tapered. Oh, let's have a look at the farm. Let's have a look at the farm. Farm is good. Yeah. Now the rivers, I think they could have been tapered a little bit better than they are. Just feels a little bit unfinished in places, if I'm honest. What we got here? What we got here? Rugged mountains and spikes. But yeah, okay. But yes, very hard to build on some of this land. Not saying that is a bad thing. Do not get me wrong here. This is what I would call a challenging map. Understatement of the year. But yeah, if you are a highly skilled city builder, I think this would be right up your street. Because there's plenty of like build plateaus, build plains, locations to get settled in. Ah, here's the castle. Yeah, it's alright. Good location. You've even got a little gate there. Look at that. I like it. Not really much to say about the castle, to be honest with you. It's okay. It's fine. So yes, like I say, imagine the challenge of building a big city on this. Out here though, we've got enough build plane out here to go crazy. To go absolutely potty crazy. It's not perfectly flat, which is going to add to the challenge, but this area here is exploitable, I would suggest. Certainly in terms of resources. And we head down here, we've got some beaches as well. Not much to say about the beaches. Trees on the beaches, but yeah, it's okay. It's okay, they taper out. There's none of them drowning in the sea or in the lakes. That's all good. What else can we look at while we're up here? Oh, these rivers though, look at them. I think they look better from up here than they do as you get down a bit closer. But that said, still lovely. This is your start square. Let's say it's pretty flat. Right, okay, aesthetically, I think it's a very nicely designed map. I can't give it 5 stars because, to be honest, it is a bit clunky and a bit underfinished, but 4 stars for aesthetics I think is well worth it. Detailing, on the whole, I'm saying it's a good average. I like to say it just needs a bit more finesse to push up to a 4th star. Still like it though. 3 stars there. Gameplay potential, I'm giving this 4 stars on the premise that you've got to be skilled to have it a go. If you're not a skilled player, do steer clear of this one. You may have nightmares. Grand Plateau by Maximus Tech. That is today's requested map. If you want the map, your map to be reviewed on the show, stick it in the comments below, message me on Twitter or Facebook or on Patreon like these guys will have done. There's loads of possible ways to get your map on the show and have me stumble over my words. But make sure if you put down rail on your map, can you make sure you put big signposts pointing to it so I don't miss it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing. I'll see you tomorrow for another map in the What Mat series.